Hello, everybody, and welcome back to United Rogue Rocket League. We are here for the Fettuccine League Championship in Season 18 of United Rogue. We got the San Diego Armada versus the Santa Fe Kings in a matchup for the ages. Two teams that had hot streaks throughout the season, getting ready to match off. I am Lockwell and just Wilson, joined by Skinny Legend. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing excellent. Very excited to be here. Thank you for the introduction. I'm looking forward to this matchup specifically just because last season I was on the field during this match. This season I get to be behind the desk. A definite turn of events, but very excited to be here to watch these two teams face off. Like you said, SDA, SFK going at it. Two very strong teams turning out to prove to this FL season that it happens to be West is best.
Oh yeah, West is best. I disagree. I'm an East guy through and through. Cleveland stays on top, fly high cards. But in Fettuccine League, I guess West is best just this one time. We can agree
Yeah,
on that.
dude, and you know what? I agree with you. It might be a little bit controversial topic, but this season it does happen to be true. Last season, however, I would argue I don't think it would have been because West led what was it, a 5-8 team into the grand finals. Anyway, so that was kind of fun. But either way, it should be a good matchup here. Specifically, wanting to highlight just two major players on either side to see kind of the performance from them. But I'm looking forward to seeing the Crowterra versus Platypus matchup.
Mm-hmm. I also wanted to point out that, like you said, you won this match last year. What do you think the nerves are going to be like in the opening game of the series? Because game one of any playoff series, let alone the championship game, is always a messy, nervous wreck for most players. How did you overcome that? And how do you think these players are going to have to overcome that?
Wow, that's an excellent question. And for anyone watching at home, and to the players on the field, the thing for me that was tough definitely is the nerves. I mean, game one, and as we were getting toward the end of the series too, right? It's the first game, and it's those last couple of games. Like you kind of get into your groove in the middle, and you can kind of play your game. But once you realize what the results are looking to be, whether it's the win or the loss, you kind of the mental starts to impact you. So just
Mhm.
not letting that get to you and just playing your game the best that you can, and not letting any of the again the negative mental components when a loss occurs happen because it's bound to most likely happen, and I'm hoping to see a very even matchup.
I find myself more nervous watching people play, especially people who I have, stake in it. I am a championship winning owner in this league, and when last season my Rama Bowl team went and won the championship, I was a nervous wreck. I couldn't handle it in that series. I can't imagine playing in one of these games. The farthest I've ever gotten as a player is the conference finals, and that was a mess. And so here we are in a grand finals, and I'm excited to see how these players get into it. We are just moments away from this matchup. Can you
Yeah,
just take me back to this moment? What was going through your mind in this moment last
well,
season?
I was definitely nervous at this moment
Hmm.
loading into this first game, but very excited to be able to get out on the field and do my thing. Looking forward to watching these teams go. Should be again a very fun, even strong matchup here. But yeah, definitely the nerves hitting, the excitement, the whole 9 yards, and here we go, kickoff.
Yeah, I this will be a false start
Oh,
on the
never
offense.
mind.
It says one of them won't let him join his team. Okay, we'll be back, folks. Don't worry, it ain't over yet. But we just get to do a little more talk at league in the meantime about these two teams and about this great matchup. I was looking at these teams. I'm not familiar with FL as much as I should, but I was looking at how these teams done in the playoffs. San Diego's on like a 15-1 run in like the last 15 games. They are on an absolute hot streak, even though the Santa Fe Kings are they're the top seed. They were the number one team in the league, but San Diego's just been running over people in these playoffs. What have you seen from your perspective?
Yeah, so I mean, that was a pretty good synopsis of their just general season play. What I noticed early on was I really thought highly of SDA despite their low record. And so I'm honestly not too surprised they've gotten to this point. But the road to get here is why, I mean, someone might argue they might be a favorite. There's one specific hurdle in the way of SFK that I'd like to just point out, obviously, which was a rank out of one of their top players at the start of the season. They went 11-0. They were the most dominant team in the league. They were looking like the team to win it all. And then one of their top players was ranked out. And so, unfortunate for them, but still to see them in the season with a really solid record, one of the strongest teams, and still get to this point after that. I mean, both paths are tough, but we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, most definitely. And I want to talk a little bit more about San Diego, this team that's on this hot streak. One of those players being Platypus, third in shots in the league, just an absolute unit. Some people say that he's been the wrecking ball for the San Diego Armada in these playoffs. And actually, we're going to get right into this. But tell me about Platypus. Tell me what he brings to this Armada team as we get right into game one of this fantastic series.
Yeah, Platypus, honestly, as someone in FL and someone who has a certain style of play, I would say that my favorite part about him is mechanics. He scares me personally, and he's got some solid mechanics. So I'm looking forward to hit some nice clips in this series. We'll see if the nerves get to him, but as they kind of put on some pressure, now we're switching sides. Krautera's got the ball. Got to watch out for him, of course, if you're SDA.
Would you say that he's the player to watch off this Santa Fe King side? Is Krautera?
I would definitely say so. I mean, Krautera was the kind of main duo on the offensive side with all the pressure. Oh, and as we see, a double tap from Platypus. Okay, well, there we go.
It's just a great play. Platypus banging the ball down the field. It's really hard to play these balls off the backboard. Tragic can't quite read it, goes off the bar. And Platypus, gets a little luck, gets a flip into it. That's what you need to start off in these games. Goes up 1-0, just under 40 seconds into this first game of this grand finals.
Gotta love that little doink he put on there to get that one in there. But like I said, he's one to watch out for. That kind of lets up some of their nerves. But let's see if we can get an SFK go. Almost another double on the other.
Hanging on by a string on this defensive side is San Diego. Oh, man, what a play off the backboard there by Olachu.
Some solid pressure coming out, honestly, from both teams. The confidence for them to go up in this match here to the ball and actually hit it is just astounding to me, because when I was in the same position last season, I definitely had my few whiffs for sure.
I firmly believe that we'll see that, and that's not me saying this is FL. That's me saying this is a grand final. You go to grand finals all the way up to NCS level, this is a whiff fest for the first at least 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But that being said, I feel like for FL, this is really solid gameplay. As I say that, we get a whiff out of Dr. Shadow.
Nice defensive touches there.
Mm-hmm. I want to talk to you about the supported cast. You say that Platypus and Krautera are the two big juggernauts in this game. But to me, that means that both teams know that. They're going to try to shut down the opposing team's juggernaut. How do these two supporting casts, Dr. Shadow, Tragic Upset, and Olachu and Jonah, play around it? And they will probably become the how you want to say, like, X factors in this game, depending on how they play.
Definitely. No, I think it's very important to point out the other teammates, because you don't win this in a 1v3. It's just not possible. You have teammates that support whatever sort of play style you like to put on, and I think the pressure of Krautera with the pickup of as we watch Platypus take the ball. Okay, almost. Nope, I'm going to take it up the corner. But I think specifically on the SFK side, Dr. Shadows, you'll kind of see this trend of the pressure and support on the offensive side, and then you'll see Tragic as the third man back on the defense right there as he gets a save, pointing out the solid duo in the back end there. But that's kind of where I'd see that team. And then, I mean, for SDA, not a whole lot of info specifically on them, but I think they're all around a good solid 3, but we'll have to see what sort of differences they have compared to the SFK side.
Speaking of the SFK side, they've been trapped in their own end for probably going on a good minute now. San Diego just mounting pressure, up 1-0. All they have to do is keep this ball in the Santa Fe side if they want to have a good opportunity to win this game one and take advantage. But as I say that, they break out. Dr. Shadow can't quite get the touch. Jonah does. Open net down the other way. A minute 30 left. It's 2-0 San Diego in game one.
Jonah with a nice little catch, drop down, go low, underneath. Wow, little beat there. And the third man, they've just pushed up too far. And they get a nice little 2-goal lead with 1.5 minutes to go. Let's see if SFK can turn this around.
Yeah, taking advantage of those mistakes is a big thing, especially in these moments when you're nervous. If you could just make less mistakes than your opponent, as we see a crazy shot out of Jonah, really making his presence known early in this series. And now he'll have to make his presence known on the other side as the ball careens down the other way. Olachu underneath this one. Has
Jonah tried to make my jaw hit the floor on that double tap attempt right there, but we'll see what sort of plays they can come up with and get something to go. So far, they're just and it just drops.
It just drops right in. You know, drop in the bucket. A little bit of a a lucky 50, if you would. I'm sure it was completely calculated if you asked Platypus for his opinion, but a 3-0 lead nonetheless for San Diego with a minute left.
Shadow with an unfortunate misread on the goal line. That's the nerves. That's the nerves right there that we were start of this match that'll get to you, and it's showing in game one. But it's a long series ahead of us, I hope. But we'll see after this if maybe SFK can make a comeback with 50 seconds left.
And off the backboard, Tragic Upset will be able to get it to the side, but Platypus continues to play it inward. A bump will be able to relieve some pressure for this San Francisco King side. Even if they only get one goal here, I believe it would be a win mentally for the Santa Fe King side. Getting shut out in game one is never something you want to do, especially if you want to try to take any momentum into the second game.
Definitely. We see the pressure, and it's blocked again. SDA just seems to be really in sync in this game one with very good positioning, solid touches on the ball, good attempts, and another goal.
I mean, the San Diego team is just clicking on all cylinders. All three players in the right position, beating out the other team's players in their own side. Olachi with a great pass off the backboard. Platypus just there to clean it up. And it's 4-0 with 12 seconds left.
I think we can chalk this one on the drawing board and just move on to the next game. And I mean, maybe they can get one goal for that mental. We'll see if they and it's still going to stay on their half. Jonah with there's a whiff. There's the FL whiff we were waiting on.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm impressed. These two teams are playing out of their mind, especially for a grand final where we expected things to be, a little hampered, especially to begin this game. San Diego's come out swinging in game one. What do you, if you're on the Santa Fe side, you're down 0-1, you haven't scored a goal yet in this series. What are you telling your teammates to get back into this game?
Yeah, it's really just the positive mental. I mean, you've got to have that attitude, because if you let one game get to you, it turns into an 0-1 to an 0-4, and then you're done. That's really what happens if you let it get to you. One game, not really anything. I mean, they could have lost this game 9-10-0. 4-0 is not great. It's not. But it's really just the conversation of the mental, just picking up your teammates, just letting them know, hey, you know what? We let them get one. We're feeling them out. Let's hit them hard next game. Got to watch out for positioning, other various factors. But, yeah, that's kind of the general chat I'd be having with for sure.
And that's like, in general, game one is always the feeler out game, because you can study up on these teams all you want. They're going to play different on game day than what you studied. It's just the way it is. One thing I would say is, if I was on the Santa Fe side, is you look at the highest level of play. You look at RCS. These teams, they'll get shut out 7-0, and then the next game they'll win the game. And that's not an uncommon thing. It's just the swing and back and forth of the pendulum of momentum. And as we get into game two, we see the ball already starting out slightly in Santa Fe's favor before Platypus just decides to take the ball all the way down the other way.
Yeah, and a nice little touch over by Jonah. Let's see what he can do with it. And he just gives it to Krautera on the counter. Wondering what kind of play. Platypus with a nice touch. Can he dribble this in with
what
the
play?
What a play!
I mean,
my gosh.
Just unbelievable. Platypus with a great pop. Managed to be able to dodge the demo, and then just a soft itty-bitty touch to Jonah perfectly on his hood. Tragic Upset, credit to him. He was everywhere he needed to be except the exact spot. Like, if he was an inch to the right, he would have saved that one. And it's 1-0, less than 30 seconds. A similar story to game one.
Nice goal. I mean, first clip of the series right there. Really solid one. Let's see if they can keep up the pressure, use the confidence from that shot. Maybe they're going to give it up to Krautera. A demo. The flick. Oh, the 50.
Great play. What a play by Krautera. And what awareness. He sees he's got a teammate in front of him. He knows Jonah's last back. All he has to do is just put it in a decent spot, play the 50, puts it bottom right, and it's a 1-1 game 40 seconds in.
Decent 50 to lead to their first goal. Let's see if they can use that momentum. They're finally on the board. They can do this. That's the kind of mindset you need to have, as they've almost given up nothing yet, but some pressure from SDA. They really just have to be careful of that with good positioning and try to get nice beats to the ball to avoid the open shots.
This is anyone's game in game 2 right now. I don't see either of these teams having any sort of edge on the other. It's just about who's going to make the less mistakes. So far, it's even as San Francisco tries to set up the offense, but Olachu gets a good clear out. Shadow back in. Platypus will take control. I believe he'll be able to get past one. Maybe one more touch out of boost. Goes for flip. No touch towards the net, and it will be back to a midfield play.
Nice, and here goes Krautera with a pop-up. Can Jonah get the touch, the save? But right to Shadows. Oh, good
shot.
placement.
What a shot by Shadow, and a great play by Krautera to be able to bait out the defender, put him in a bad spot. He knew he was last. Platypus just couldn't quite put himself in the right spot. Shadow puts it back post. And it's 2-1 Santa Fe, their first lead of the series.
Here we go. Yeah, like you said, very even, but SFK finally getting their first lead. We can see if maybe they can hold on to that, but as I say that, Jonah's got the ball, and not a great touch, but Platty's there, and a save by Shadows.
And a crossbar dig for Olachu, but it back down the other way. Krautera has one, won't be able to get the pop, but it will go right back to Dr. Shadow. He has the ball, time, space, in the air, off the backboard. Can he get the double tap? It won't go through, but it will stay on the San Diego Armada defensive side. Krautera will continue to play the defense. Back out to Krautera. Center. Not quite
Nice
there.
touch by Jonah. Let's see if Platt just has no boost, though. The fake, the musty, go low. Oh, and Shadows does get the touch away. See if they can turn it into something almost, but Tragic gets a nice little touch there to keep it out. But now we're just on this little ping pong game back and forth between the two with no solid shots, just a lot of really close post and bar dings.
That'll be a shot that goes through, though. Tragic Upset finds his way through the smoke screen. And it's 3-1 SFK. The pendulum has swung, ladies and gentlemen. And it's all thanks to Krautera and friends.
Really solid patience there from Tragic to get that one to go through to give them a 2-goal lead. Half a game to go, though. There's still a chance for anyone's game, but it's good to see SFK fighting back in this one to hopefully maybe even the series at the end of this.
What a great demo there. Just unfortunately gets a touch he didn't want. Tragic Upset off the backboard. Krautera there. And it just will bounce down the other way. Platypus, long shot. Dr. Shadow in the way. Tragic Upset tries to follow. Will be cut off. This will be off the backboard. A chance. Will Jonah be able to get it? He won't, but he fakes out the two offenders there. And it will continue to be midfield play between these two squads.
Oh, the boost spawn. You gotta love that. The most satisfying moment right there. But Oliacho's shot is saved. Let's see. SDA with some pressure. Nope. Krautera with a really solid defensive touch to keep it away from the shot there. And then we're still kind of on this playing the corner game, seeing who can get to the ball and maybe get it mid and try and get a good clear or a good shot on goal.
I'm impressed by both these squads. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. These two teams are playing superbly in this grand final. As we see Jonah take control, is able to get past one, but will get bumped off, and it will be Tragic Upset's ball to control. Jonah actually lands on it, and unfortunately gets dunked out. And the wave dash just does not quite go Tragic Upset's way.
Nice little fake low.
The fakes are honestly what's getting everybody, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a good bit of the goals in this series come off these just little itty bitty fakes we're seeing.
Wow, in FL we've got wall dashing. That's excellent to see some of these mechanics coming out. Oh, Platypus with the ceiling pinch, but Krautera with the read, the pre-jump. Trying to get a counter, but SDA is there to stop, but a nice shot on potentially. Oh, Platypus with a good touch out to keep it out, but Krautera's playing with the ball a little bit, trying to keep it around for Tragic to play catch up and maybe see if they can get a goal here.
Did you say you've seen some wall dashing in this lobby?
Yeah, I saw Jonah do some wall. Next time you see him on the wall, you know, watch the. I saw a couple of wall dashes, so very impressed with these guys.
Nah, I don't know. Maybe I'm behind the times. Maybe I'm just an old man now. I'm in NCS. I can't wall dash. It's not something I have in my repertoire. Ooh. What a shot! What a flick by Krautera. Oh man,
that's nice. Again, the mechanics. Like I said, the mechanics are coming out. Krautera with a nice little catch, pop, flick. Look at that. Perfect placement over Oliucho. Nice speed on it, and now we've got a 3-goal game with 18 seconds to go.
I mean, the flip from game 1 to game 2 has been monumentous. And here's where I think it will be hard for the San Diego Armada team. You see them. What a shot! Oh my god!
Wait a minute. Yo, watch this. Chat, clip that. No, I'm just playing. But actually, though, nasty redirect. That's nice. Like, you're kidding me. It's not insane speed, but the placement and the accuracy. That is the shot of the game so far. Shot of the series.
Cartera, you gotta hand the controller back to little bro. Okay, you can't keep doing this to him. What a play! I can't. Man, Foundation League is way better than I remember, and that's not me trying to disrespect y'all. It's just this is a lobby, man. These players are playing out of their mind, especially Krautera taking over this game number 2. And as I was saying with San Diego Armada, you see them, they've won like what 12 straight or something crazy like that. They've had a crazy winning streak with like a very few losses. Now you're in the grand finals and you're tied and you don't have that advantage and the streak doesn't matter anymore. All that momentum you've been building has been wiped away. How do you react? How do you overcome this in this game number 3?
Yeah, I mean, really, it just comes down to realizing, like, okay, we put this streak to work, and it meant something. It got us here, like you said. Now it's all on the field, obviously, right? You've got just a few games left in the season with an attempt to try to win it all, and it just comes down to that mentality of, yeah, we can do this. We got here for a reason. We turned it around because we know we can do this, and so let's put that to work and leave it out on the field.
Now, this is something that I'm going to say, and maybe this is a cardinal sin, but there's not that many demos in this game. There has not been that many demos. The physicality has not come into play that much. There's been a few. I mean, we've seen a little bit, but I feel as though the physicality has been underutilized thus far. And what better way to change the tides of momentum, swing the pendulum back the other way, than to just take the other team off the field, you know?
No, definitely. I think one of the, but by about probably I want to say, game 3 or 4 right now is when you start to realize maybe we add a little flair to our strat and put some pressure on them with the physicality. That's the kind of chat I was having with my team at this time too, was if we let them get comfortable, that's when they play their game, and we don't want them to do. If we need to change our style a little bit, I mean, it's what you got to do.
I don't know if they're listening to us, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just paying attention out. There's been a few more. We've seen the physicality ramp up in the first minute of this game thus far.
Definitely. No, now that you said that, I wouldn't put it past some of these guys because of how much they love this game to have the stream on one screen and the game on the other that they're in.
I don't know how the legality of that.
Definitely, but, no, I wouldn't either.
If you're listening to this, either of these teams, please turn off the stream.
Yeah, you don't need to hear us. You can wait till you watch. Oh, and Shadows,
man,
the goal.
But look at who the assister is. Look at who gave him the assist. It's Krautera again. I feel like 80 to 90% of these goals by SFK has been Krautera assisting it and having some sort of impact on the goal.
Definitely, no. His goal participation is out of this world. Last game he had 100%. Actually, they had 5 goals. He had 3 of them and 2 assists. So right there, that tells you all you need to know about what I was saying with Krautera. Like the pressure that he puts on for this team is insane. And if they don't put pressure on him with physicality, like you were saying, I think SDA might be in a world of hurt here.
Oh, and what a play! Just goes off the post. Not going to be able to get it. And that's not to make that's not to make us D1 Krautera Glazers, because Tragic Upset and Dr. Shadows are playing their part. Shadows has had a few good goals. Upset's playing defense. He played a good piece in that offense, and now he's going to be able to take the ball back into this corner, preserve the ball, not give SDA a single chance to maintain possession in this offensive side.
SDA almost with a chance to make a play, and a side flip there taken away from. They maybe have a chance to make a counter here. We'll try and go for a demo. There we go. We see some potential bumps, but a little double commit on the defensive side could lead to potentially a goal, but they luck out here with a shot wide, and now they've got a chance to do something.
And it's just back and forth. Nobody's really been able to keep up the pressure, and this shot will go towards the net. Olachu in a perfect spot. Great 50 by Tragic Upset to try to keep it. But I think Platypus will be able to break San Diego out. What a read. The reads are crazy. Can Dr. Shadows get there? Put on a shot. Not quite. Bounces up. Still on the San Diego back line. Bouncing across. Dr. Shadows there. Will he be able to? Jonah playing great defense there.
Oliacho is playing the AFK strat in the goal at the moment, and now we're on a 3v2. It's unfortunate, but part of the game, I guess, when it happens. A little again unfortunate, and Crouchera with a goal.
And it just unfortunately, when it comes to the rolling of this, I mean, once a goal has been scored, the game cannot be restarted, and so we will have to play this out. And it's really unfortunate to see in a grand final. And the 2v3, if I'm Platypus and Jonah, it's just about damage control. Give your boy as much time as you can to get back into the game, and then use that little weird time in between when he joins back to get him back in and maybe take advantage of that awkwardness right there.
Yeah, we'll see if they can kind of play the waiting game with some solid touches, just kind of play with the ball a little bit, but don't give it to SFK. And there we go. Platypus with a nice little flick with a redirect. Oh, wow, the Psycho into his own net? No, just kidding. Definitely not.
What a demo.
The demo.
The demo, it's kind of toxic. Come on. This is a 2v3, guys. Come on now.
Yeah. Would I have done the same? Would I have done the same as a question?
Yeah, I would have done the same too. Never mind.
Probably.
Good play. Now, my question is if you go to this end of this game and Olachu isn't back and is not who's their fourth? That is the question. And
well, I'm glad you asked.
What kind of effect does that have on the series?
Yeah,
their fourth would be Smurfy. Interesting.
And just thinking, let's look at this. I think there's also potential for. Isn't Berkey on the team as well?
Extra.
No, it's extra. It's extra. That's right. Okay, it's Smurfy and extra.
Let's look. The last time Smurfy played at a game was Week 7 in a Game 5 loss to Los Angeles. Actually, I lied. It was Week 8 against Seattle. I apologize. Game 5 win versus Seattle on Week 8. Have they been playing at all with Smurfy? That is the question. And now Platypus is also... Oh, never mind. I thought he was AFK as well. I thought things were crumbling beneath them, San Diego, but no, we're just playing a little bit of a hopscotch in the San Diego.
The demos come out when there's one less guy on the field, so that's interesting. That's very interesting. No, I'm just kidding. I would do the same, like I said. But honestly, I think they probably speculation on my part, but I think they go extra. I actually think they probably if Oliacho cannot or does not get back, I actually think that they go extra. Because if you think
Murphy disrespect is crazy.
No. I maybe they go Smurfy, but when you think best lineup, there's a trend with salary, and so I'm a little skeptical of the 125. Although I think Smurfy's a solid player, I think it'd be a great choice to bring in here. But just for the sake of like a smart move, maybe, and whether or not you think it's the best move. We'll have to see what they do if Oliacho can join back. I hope he can be with us, and we'll give him a little bit of time as we kind of talk about this game here. But another win for SFK.
Yeah, somebody will have to inform us. Maybe I'm not as caught up to date on the rules as I should be. What is how much time are they given to try to get somebody redisconnected? Somebody let me know.
Oliacho looks to be back in the lobby, so maybe we should be okay. We'll see how it goes. As far as the amount of time, I don't believe there's too much in between that they allow. I mean,
I thought it was like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's what I was going to say.
10 minutes is what I'm hearing. 10 minutes from United Rogue San Diego. Shout out Berkey. I believe it is 10. Well, I guess if Boss Man says it's 10, it's 10.
It's got to be. We got to listen to the man.
That being said, we're entering game 4. It is 2-1 Santa Fe with a 2-game win streak. 2 dominant games. One of them being helped out by a disconnect. Now here's a situation where you haven't been in. Your teammate just disconnected. He's back now. You're 2-1 down in the grand finals. What are you doing? How are you switching that up?
Yeah, I think they do exactly what they're already doing here. Keep some pressure on, keep the oh, and we got another disconnect. Wow.
What is man?
Oliocho.
This will be tough. Does they didn't call for it, but I mean, we all knew what was happening.
Just unfortunate again. And we see the potential, and they're going to respect it a little bit,
Yeah,
maybe, potentially.
yeah. I think I think in terms of the best interest of the series, with the way things are, it would probably be best if we were to reset this game. I do have the match, what you call it, roll. So I'm going to call this. I'm going to say we'll reset this game. We'll try to give Olocho a fair chance to get back at this game for the integrity of the grand finals.
Definitely. No, I think that's fair. It was a bit of an awkward time, but I did call um, calling that one to do a reset. Given the timing, he was definitely out before the goal, and so we'll go ahead and do a little reset on this one, and then get back into game 4 with a SD or SFK 2-1 lead in the series.
I really hope that Olochu is able to reconnect because this would be uh, so when I was in that conference finals, it was me and Arunos and a guy named Isaac 13003. And we unfortunately suffered from some uh internet issues in that game with Isaac. I'm not saying we would have won the game if he was back in it, but it was just a tough way to go out. And so I feel for this San Diego team that is struggling with internet issues in the biggest moment of their season that they've been working up to in the past however many months.
It's definitely tough on that mental component because at this level, all the players roughly are very similar skill level, maybe with different components to their game that they like to bring out, just mechanics or game sense or whatever sort of area, or you're the demo guy, right? Like shout out to Chaos. But yeah, if whatever it is that you're kind of bringing into the it's the mental that really decides this. And so I'm looking forward to seeing kind of what approach that they take in order to turn it around, given this issue they're seeing with Oliocho's, internet or whatever sort of problems he's having. Hopefully, he'll be good to get in this one before they have to maybe call it and bring in the sub. Because subbing out your 140 would be a bit unfortunate for sure. So we'll just have to see kind of what they bring into this game number 4.
Yeah, most definitely. And as we get things sorted out in the background, I wanted to take a second and appreciate the community. It's been a long season, and we didn't have a ton of streams, but the streams we did have, we've had massive support. And everybody that's played in the league, I would like to just take a second to appreciate everybody. If you're in the chat and you see somebody else in the chat that you played against or with, and you want to pay respect, say, "Hey, man, I like playing with you." Just give us some, because this is a special league. We know that it's a special league. So just take a second and appreciate your fellow United Rogers.
Definitely. No, I'm glad you said something about it because it is really important to bring to light kind of the community aspect, which I think is what really keeps me going in this league too, is the fact that there's so many other people with like the same goals and the same sort of mindset and mentality on they love playing this game, they love the community, they want to stick around, they want to do their part, be involved, and I think it's great to see, and I'm looking forward to future seasons, and we'll see here soon getting to wrap up FL this season and see who gets to bring home that trophy. And then yeah, we'll just kind of move forward together. Yeah,
Yeah.
pointing out, I enjoyed playing with whoever it was and or against, and yeah, looking forward to seeing what else these 6 players can bring to the table.
All right, now that the sub story is over, back to United Road Grand Finals with the Fettuccine League. San Diego Armada versus the Santa Fe Kings. Santa Fe up 2-1 in the series. Went into game 4, had to restart it. Waiting on teams. We never on everything to get figured out.
Yeah, we'll hopefully get going here in just a sec. Bring these players back, and again, we'll hopefully see Olio Cho be able to bring that firepower that we've seen so far and support, honestly, from his position there to help out, you know, SDA and specifically Platypus and the pressure that Platypus can put on, like we saw in that first game. I mean, they came out strong. Things were good. See a little dip because of the internet, and so I'm glad we got a restart on that game 4, and hopefully we'll get everybody on the field here momentarily and get this cooking.
Yeah, most definitely. I want to ask you. You were in this position last season.
Yeah.
What was the score going into Game 4 in that series? You remember?
Going into game 4, I'm pretty sure we were actually we were up 2-1, I want to say. And so we had the edge, but we lost the game 4. And it was definitely very disheartening. And we
Mhm.
struggled a little bit with now it's a best of 3, like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Like, I had that, but not at the time. I mean, I was captaining the team, like, right? I wasn't
Mhm.
going into that verbally saying that, but in my head, I have that thought in the back of my head, like, this sucks. Like, it's a little rough, but I think we can still do this. And if it wasn't for my teammates, I mean, Zaya, shout out to Zaya and Sinfus in that finals. And they were able to bring it around. And I really they were playing excellent. I was playing support and I was doing okay, but sometimes I try to do too much. So I laid back. I let them play their game, let them do their thing. And really, if it wasn't for the me letting go, we wouldn't have won. Honestly, I think I would have threw it for the team. And so I'm happy to see and proud of those guys for really just getting us that win.
Love a good old humble opinion. Giving the shout out to his two teammates. Love that. Um, Now back to this series, 2-1, favor of Santa Fe. I want to go back to the whole season. I want to talk about the whole season. Who do you like, ignoring what the actual? Well, actually, I'll phrase it this way: who is your vote for MVP in the league, and who is your vote for like some of these awards that we gave out in Fettuccine League?
Yeah, so I did vote actually. I did vote. And
Okay.
the person who I voted for MVP won MVP, and I think it was pretty I don't want to say like Steph Curry, 2016 unanimous or anything like that. It wasn't anything that crazy, but it was definitely like I was pretty confident, and it was Crowtera. Crowtera definitely to me was, I mean, top team in the league. 11-0 start, the longest streak I have personally seen without a loss in LL or FL, depending on which, I started in LL, moved my way up, right? And I've been here, this is my, I think, 4th or 5th season. Every time I've never seen a streak that long. The longest before that was actually my team last season, 7-0. And we won the championship. And so I do think SFK is probably the likely to win, but I think SDA would be that underdog that could pull it off if we can see, Oli Show get back in here. But I think that's great to bring up, the MVP, Krautera, excellent season, solid stats all around. Really, really good person too. I mean, really solid guy in the community. So and I believe it might even be his first season in this league.
And that being said, it appears we've got a game 4, folks. No, I'm lying. I've been baited. It's the test lobby. See,
Debated.
this is why you don't take a year off casting and then go get back into it. You get baited by such things. I also baited all of you, so I don't feel bad because I'm not alone in this embarrassment here. You guys all thought that we were getting back into it too. It's just a test lobby. Um, but you said your MVP. Who's the rookie of the year and Fettuccine League? I thought that was an interesting award to give out because honestly, NCS, it's a lot of people who've been in the league for a long time, and I'm sure Fettuccine is slightly different and it's got some new people. Who is the rookie of the year over in Fettuccine?
Yeah, I mean, the I believe it was, and I'll double check just to make sure that my information is correct. But what I remember seeing was that it was also Crowdterra, but let's double check that reference there and see. So yeah, oh, actually, I'm sorry, I mixed up my labels on the stats there. So MVP was actually Platypus, which does make sense. We've got the MVP in this game, but Player of the Season, which again, my mistake, I'll correct it, I was wrong,
Who
is
was the two players
Crowdterra.
of the season? For those
Crowdterra
who
was
don't know.
Player of the Season. So Yeah, the major stats, and then rookie of the season. I was right. Krautera. It is Krautera's first season. Insane first season, really, to bring your team here
Yeah.
as the potential best player on your team. Just absolutely insane. Because in my first season, I had no idea. So just kudos to Krautera.
Yeah. Most definitely. Um, let's just go back. We're doing year in review stuff. Who is a team that surprised you? Like you go into the season, you saw the lineups, you went, I don't know what this team's going to do, and then they went out and they either performed well above or well below expectations.
Yeah, honestly, my personal let's say favorite team maybe that over exceeded what I had expected would be actually Pitt. They were really a good team, and I had the displeasure of facing them in the regular season. And I say that not because they're not great guys, but because they absolutely destroyed me. Um, just all around insane team. I really thought that they were going to make it far. They didn't make it as far as maybe I had expected, but they did push to playoffs, and I think they were all around a really solid team that had a good chance.
Yeah. Well, I think that we are wrapping up our season recap, and I think that we will actually get into a game 4 now between Santa Fe Kings and the San Diego Armada here. The time we've had what 5 to 10 minutes in between these two games.
Yeah,
The momentum
little
has
bit of
been
gap.
reset. The nerves might have risen or might have fallen in that time, and it is
Yeah, I think
time to get back
it's
into
probably
it.
both. It's probably both. Realistically, I mean, it depends on who you are. Your personality, but we'll see. Oliocho with some confidence to go out for that though, and SDA with some initial pressure. Let's see if Platypus. Oh, with the backflip fake.
Feels backflip man. Oliocho with some control. Gets a pass one. We'll be able to get center, just not quite to the spot it needs to be to get Platypus. A double tap in the corner. Jonah trying to get it center. Platypus up. Tries to put it back post. Shadow there. Wasn't quite in either way, but a good save nonetheless. And it will be a breakout for the Santa Fe Kings. And I did want to say that the Santa Fe Kings squad, or not, that's not what I said. With the San Diego Armada squad, that for the first 45 seconds, from what I could tell, when I've played with bad internet, it's made me a bit hesitant. This San Diego Armada squad does not look hesitant. They know what needs to happen. They know they need to play urgent, and they look good so far.
Definitely, no, I'd agree with you there. There's that is slightly unexpected given the circumstances for that team leading to this point. But you know what? I think the reset on the mental for them was exactly what they needed. As we see, oh wow, good grid touch to keep it out by Oliocho, the man on a mission now that he has a good enough ping and internet to play in this grand finals.
I mean, Olia chose the one I've really been trying to pay attention to, see how he's been playing. He's played confident. He's played solid so far. Hasn't really put his team in too bad of a situation yet. And if I'm Platypus and Jonah, I feel good. I feel good in this game. And it's 0-0, 2 minutes in, the longest we've gone in a game so far without a goal. And the defenses are working for both sides.
Yeah, no, we see a slight, back and forth, but nothing too crazy. I just think really like solid positioning and rotations from both squads to not let up. Oh, as there's a slight whiff and a pinch save out, but no one's
What
there
a
to take the
save by San
shot.
Diego. Just a
Wow.
team effort to keep the ball out of the net and keep the game tied at 0. Tragic upset with a very aggressive play. Shadow will get a shot towards the net. Jonah will be able to just pop it up, control it. A flick by
Nice flick.
Platypus. Bounce center. Oliocho has it. We'll take the shot. Not quite enough power to do too much with it. We'll stay in the Santa Fe Kings side. And San Diego will just control this ball here.
Yeah, and demo in the corner in order to keep pressure, but they ultimately can't move the ball quick enough to try to keep it on the SDA's side there on offense versus SFK. But we'll see. Oh, a whiff and then a nice 50, but it just kind of goes wide, so nothing really there with the pressure. But we'll see if SDA can ultimately kind of keep up here and do something against SFK's defense.
And Platypus last back will be able to good touch away, but it will be a shot right back in net. A save by Jonah right back into Krautera. And it's a 1-0 lead for SFK in game 4. Just 2 minutes left.
Yeah, SFK, Krautera there to get the touch. Not a great save, but it was a slight double commit there on the defensive end for SDA, and they let up a goal. Still 2 minutes to go. Only a 1-goal game. Very much so. Still an up in the air game that we can see if SDA can get something here. Oh, and a save by Dr. Shadow.
It's just, I mean, it was a really good opportunity there for San Diego. Just didn't quite fall their way. Uh, my advice to them, if I'm on this team, you keep shooting. Just because it doesn't fall, it doesn't mean you don't stop shooting. But unfortunately, it falls the other way. Tragic upset puts it 2-0 for SFK in Game 4.
I would say it's a tragic upset, but with the way this series is going, it's not too much of an upset with the top-seeded West team on the verge of a 3-1 lead in the grand finals. We'll see if SDA can get a goal here. Oh, solid touch. And, oh, there we go.
I would say boo to your tragic upset pun, but a great play here. Jonah puts it off the backboard, actually managed to just dodge the ball right to Platypus, and it's a 1-goal game, 1:30 left.
Yeah, solid pressure there. Really good touch around to kind of make the defense awkward, and then they get rewarded for it. See if they can maybe take the ball on the other side and keep it off of their half. But, oh, a demo. Good touch into the corner, and we're playing the corner ball.
I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion. I love corner ball. Corner ball's fun. It's like when you're playing on the offensive line in football. It's gritty. It's tough. It's just about finesse and about low man wins.
When you're playing corner definitely. Ball. No, I think. Oh, Platypus with a great touch with the shot. Oh, we got a tie game.
Platypus breaking out in game number 4, showing why he was voted the MVP this year. Beats the last man. Krautera has no chance to get back, and it's a tied game at 2 with just under a minute.
This is what we talk about right here: the pressure, the stress the players are feeling. I know it's a game for fun, I know, but here, oh no, and we've got, oh wait,
okay,
the
he's back.
rejoin immediately.
What happened? I wonder if it was just a lobby DC. You know how you just get pulled out of lobbies sometimes? Yeah. You ever had that? I wonder if that's what it was.
It could be just unfortunate timing there, and now they give up their tie game, and they're down 1 goal, and we'll see if they can do something with it. Jota with a good kickoff though. Oliocho gonna hopefully with a fake. The fake comes out for sure. It was a fake calculation.
The fake's 100%. Nobody misses in Fettuccine League.
No, definitely not.
No, that is propaganda by the higher leagues.
Yeah, it's always calculated.
Now a play, a chance, 2 whiffs, and a shot just wide by Platypus. And this San Diego Armada team just looking for anything. 18 seconds to try to get 1 goal back. Krautera banging it in. Platypus there. He has an opportunity. Will take it up the wall. Olicho takes it away. Back to Platypus on the wall. We'll be able to put off the backboard. Will somebody be there to put it in? It's right there. Keep it up. I managed to stay above the ground. 1 second left on the clock. Platypus ties it up in Game 4.
That's insane. Look at this. How that was getting saved for sure. Probably, maybe. I don't know. But Platypus there to put it in. Insane. And probably overtime. Let's see if they kill this ball.
I kill it. Wow, what a play.
Oh, wait a minute.
Has an opportunity. Oh, I didn't hit the ground.
No. Crazy. Oh, gosh. This is a good game. This is a good game. Considering the DC and everything.
This is what we've been waiting for. This bounces dangerously. Somebody will be there. But a double save. 10 seconds in OT. My voice is going. And it's tragic upset down the other way. It's a shot. It's going to be center. It's going to go in. After all the heroics for naught. And it's the 3-1 lead in the grand finals for the Santa Fe Kings.
Yep. They've done it. SFK, they're 1 win away. And they've got 3 chances to do it. Now, the real question is, do we think that SDA is going to pull off a 2016 Cavs comeback? Do we think it happens right here? 3 in a row. Against the number 1 team, the number 1 team in the league, right? I mean, we've seen this before. Can they do it?
Who is the GM of San Diego and also the Professional League?
Yikes. No, it's Berkey.
It's Berkey. So
Yep, they do it. Yep, I'm just gonna. Yep, Yep, they're gonna do it.
I'm not saying it's rigged. I'm not saying it's rigged, but if it happens, it happens. You know,
The cinema. I'm here for it. I'm
here
for it. Let's jump into it and see if they can do it.
Yeah. Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 3-1 lead for Santa Fe. San Diego with their back against the wall. These are dangerous teams. You ever okay? I'm about to ask you a hillbilly question. Are you ready?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You ever back a raccoon into a corner?
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Back a raccoon into the corner.
Oh yeah, it's like my favorite pastime for sure. 100%.
It's like there is no. I would rather like face a lion than deal with a raccoon that you've trapped in a corner.
Actually, now that you mention it, all jokes aside, unintentionally, in my teenage years at home with my parents.
Oh no!
Let the dog outside on the back deck.
This is a stream for everyone before we get too graphic.
Oh, okay. No, I'll just stop talking. That's fine. And back into the game. Here we go. We're game 5. Let's see. SDA with a count. Okay, with good defensive touches to not let them get a goal, and we'll see if maybe they can close it out here.
Game 5. That's what I was gonna say with my raccoon thing. Raccoon.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Sorry.
It's a dangerous animal, and when you are backed against the wall, this is your last opportunity. Your season's on the line. You tend to get a little loose. You tend to play a little bit more aggressive than you would otherwise. As Jonah gets a little aggressive, goes up top and dunks it down. 1-0 lead in game number 5.
Air dribble. That was nice. Really solid touch. Pop over 1, pop over 2, goal. That's just that's textbook ground to air dribble right there. I don't care. It wasn't 3 touches. Doesn't matter. Still ground to air dribble. Fight me NTS and RB.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna fight you. Rama might, but I ain't going to. Crabterra has an opportunity here. We'll put off the post. Won't be able to get the follow up, but it's a perfect fake for Dr. Shadows, and it's a 0-0 game if you really think about it.
Yeah, just unfortunate for SDA. Wow, the fake. Was it intentional? We can say it is because it is Crabterra, the player and rookie of the season.
If you say so.
It there. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I think it's calculated. Yeah.
I believe it, for sure. Tragic upset and Crabterra fake again. Crabterra gets the ball on the bottom. Off the backboard, this will be a great opportunity if anybody is there. It will just continue to bounce in the midfield until Jonah puts off the sidewall. Dr. Shadows will get dunked. And Crabterra there puts it out to Olachu, has to play defense. Continues to play defense, and Dr. Shadow will put him to the corner as San Diego tries to mount some pressure, but won't be able to get it to be continuous.
Yeah, SFK here with a chance to... Oh, gosh. Stopped on the goal line by Olia. Didn't DC that time. Sorry. Not sorry. No, I am. We'll see if you can come back here, but I'm rooting for you. Because we want to see that game. Let's see if we can push it. First, we got to get to 6. So let's see if
non-biased stream, by the way. Non-biased.
No,
non-biased cast.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
what a play! Jono down the other way off the Oliacho. Great save. Tragic upset will be able to keep this ball away from passing in front of the net. And it will be Tragic upset continuing to take the ball down the other way. 1 demo. Just Platypus last back. Will be a shot. That's a free shot from Shadow. Platypus not in a great spot because of the chase from Tragic upset. And it's a 2-1 lead for Santa Fe. They are on game point, series point, match point, whatever you want to say, grand finals point. All they got to do is hold.
They gotta be feeling it now. Like, hey, we can do this. We're almost done. We just gotta keep this 1-goal lead. Let's see if make it, get it tied, and then see if we can get another one. Force the 6. With a good chance there, but stopped kind of in the midfield line there in the box.
Oh, what a play! Oh man, it's twos all. It's all twos. It's all twos on the board.
Somebody make a wish.
2:22 left. Somebody make a wish.
We got the twos. But I mean, solid play there.
Anybody's second birthday.
Yeah. Good to see him get a tie there. Let's see if they can keep it up and stay competitive in this game, and maybe a nice little whiff fake, whatever you want to call it. But a demo? Not the right player? More demos. Okay, we're finally seeing the demos. They're happening. They're out.
With a double tap opportunity, Dr. Shadow will be able to knock it away. Olachu keeps this ball in. 2 minutes left. tied at 2. The pressure is mounting for both of these squads, but especially on the San Diego side. A great shot. Jonah, will he be able to get there? They do, keeping their hopes alive. San Diego by the skin of their teeth.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Good patience and a catch, and not the best 50, but at least it's not there with someone mid to shoot it. SDA. Okay. Now they've got a chance here to maybe take the ball. A lot of space on it. A nice shot mid. Jonah with the finish. Stopped on the goal line by Shadows again. Solid defense from Shadows this game.
I got to give it to San Diego. It might be a tied game, but they have controlled the pressure for most of it. Yeah, it's been back and forth. Yeah, Santa Fe is getting their opportunity. But San Diego, they've had a lot of pressure. And another opportunity goes by the wayside. Olachu just not trusting the defense to not hit it.
Yeah,
and it will be tied at 2.
Oh, almost with a chance there to maybe get a bumper, get a shot, but not quite. A lot of double and or maybe even triple commits by the SFK defense. They're starting to feel that pressure this game because they're so close to finishing it, but they can't quite. Oliacho with a nice touch. Wow, no one there to shoot it. Unfortunate though. They're playing.
That might just go in.
Oh wait! Oh, it's in.
What a play by Platypus. Sometimes you just gotta take a shot. Sometimes you see the man down the field. He's got 2 guys on him. You throw it anyways. What a play by Platypus. Just taking a shot.
Can't quite get there under pressure, but here we've got a SDA lead, game 5, but got to make the 3-1 comeback. And Platypus, almost another chance there, but they're still. It seems to be SDA they're a little nervous playing 1 up 2 back.
This is so dangerous.
Oh, Platypus with the double.
It's off the backboard. There's an opportunity here. Jonah will be able to get a touch, but tragic upset. Perfectly in position. 20 seconds left, and San Diego still has their lifeline in 1 goal in this game. 10 seconds left. Santa Fe. Oh, man. These S names are getting me, man.
I know.
It's been a long series already.
Yeah, you know what? It might be slight because of the delay. Wait, is it all still up? Hold up. The game's not over. I'm speaking a little too soon. We still got a chance for SFK. Nice bang by... Oh, and there it is.
Oh, what a bang.
Okay. We're going 6.
We're going to get 6. 3-2. How far did you make it in your series last season?
What was the final? It was a 4-2 win for my team. And we were going into game 5 tied. And then we won 5, obviously, to go 3-2. And then 6. At that point, I think the other team, which actually, wait a minute. It was SFK last season also. I just realized. They made it back-to-back grand finals. That's actually kind of impressive with 2 entirely different lineups.
You're not giving me the... How do we talk about this series for the last hour and a half? And you don't give me the storyline?
Okay.
Shame on you.
That's my bad.
Shame on you.
I apologize. That's a mishap on my. But yes, SFK. And I think it's because of the difference in players and lineups. I think that ultimately was what it was. I look at it and I go, totally different squad, totally different crew, different team. But actually, no, it's the same team. It's just all new guys. And really solid team. Getting back here. This time with the top record, they make it as 1 seed, not as an 8th seed, or what was it, 7th seed last season, I think it was?
Whatever you say, boss. That being said, Santa Fe in this game with an opportunity to avenge their grand finals loss in Fettuccine last season. Crown Terror trying to get off to a quick start in game number 6. Will not be able to get a touch. Jonah will be able to clear it down the other way. He's going to chase it. Dr. Shadow's also there. Big old 50. Olacho hauls it back. Crown Terror pops it up. Platypus there. Dangerous play. That'll be a shot on, but Crown Terror just controls it. Puts it over to Shadow. Shadow will take a big shot. Jonah not quite able to get there. Bottom right corner works out. Shadow X up 1 with just over 30 seconds in this game.
Just unfortunate miss there from Jonah. He just hesitated there on the approach to the ball. Needed to just go with confidence, and now they're down 0-1 in a game 6. And if they lose this game, that's it. SFK takes it.
Looking at his angle from watching it from what he saw, like the way he approached it, you couldn't tell 100% if it was in or not. So you hesitate that little second. Do I really need to touch this ball? Oh wait, I do. Can't quite get to it at time. Tragic upset. Puts off the post. What a play by Olacho to put it away. Platypus almost puts it in. Puts it off its own backboard. Now Ocho back into Platypus, controlling it. We'll try to take this 50 here. Pass to his teammate, Olacho. Trying to get back to Platypus. Not enough boost, though. Crown Terror down to Shadow. The passing play is really coming out. Crown Terror puts it up. Tragic Upset has a shot. Platypus won't be able to save it. 2-0 lead for Santa Fe.
Now, I want to just draw attention here to the bump attempt. That really led to this goal. The bump attempt right there. Oliacho was up, couldn't get to it. He was the one to save it back. Just an unfortunate defensive... I don't even want to say mistake. It was just really good pressure, though, from SDA to all around get everyone involved.
I want to talk about the way he pushed Platypus up to the ball. Platypus didn't have to take the line he did until the demo attempt came in. If he would have just stayed back line, he had an easy save there. He had to push up closer, make his line a little tighter, and it just didn't quite work out for him. And now it's a 2-0 lead. San Diego Armada, their season on the line.
Yeah, let's see if SDA can flip the script on this game 6. Oh, a double? Man. Nope. And the shot by Frontera. Oh.
Hey, this being said, it's a 3-0 lead. A very commanding lead out of this Santa Fe team. But it's not over yet. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. That's a goal. It's just over a goal every minute and 5 seconds. That's more than doable for this San Diego team, especially after we've seen how they can just get things going out of nowhere.
Definitely. No, I think there's still a chance. Don't lose hope yet if you're SDA, or if you're an SDA fan watching. There's still a chance. They just got to work together, keep the pressure on. A double commit on the SFK actually worked for them. Oh, never mind. Oliacho with a nice save to catch that one from the awkward defensive teammates there.
I mean, we've got to see just somebody from the San Diego team make a play, make a statement here off the backboard. This will be a great opportunity. Platypus there, puts a shot on. It's 2 goals to the benefit of Santa Fe, but just over 2.5 left.
There we go. Oliacho with a great beat to the ball, and then again the confidence. Down 3 goals, you have to do to still stick in this game to get those chances and commit. They did the 2 up 1 back, and there it actually worked, and that's how you need to do it. So we've got only a 2-goal deficit. Platypus with a double. Nope, can't quite get there, but
off the
Jonah, oh, almost.
It's just how close these plays are. It's getting me, man. It's getting me. Oh, this one bouncing center. It's past everybody. It's free. Platypus actually gets there. 50 Tragic Upset. Crow is still there. And it's in the corner. Passing center. Shot. Will go right into Jonah. And he has boost and the ball. Getting chased. Gets a pass too. Platypus also up. The miscommunication leads to a breakdown. And Tragic Upset will put it up for Dr. Shadow. Dr. Shadow will not be able to get the shot. The defense for San Diego being strong, but the foundation is being taken away from under him.
Platypus with the catch and the flick. Okay, now they've got a chance to hopefully do something here. Oliacho with a great... No, another really good defensive touches there from Crowterra to keep that one out and still keep that 2-goal lead going.
Just, I mean, what a way for Santa Fe to play in this waning moments of this game. Playing great defense, not letting... Keeping everything in front of them. You talk about zone coverage. Keep everything in front of you. Don't let anybody get behind you. Keeping everything in front of them. Not giving them the easy opportunity. Making San Diego work for every inch on this offensive side. Off the backboard. And Olachu just gets blocked immediately. There's no easy opportunities for the San Diego team to make it a 1-goal game.
They've basically got 3 goalies in net. And they just have to hold their own. And wait, we've got a shot. Maybe. And it's in.
What happened? I didn't even see it.
1:09. And we only have a 1-goal game.
The triple commit works, ladies and gentlemen. Write it down. Your ranked teammates are not crazy. It works out sometimes.
69 seconds to go. Nice. Okay. Let's see if we can get in here. See if SDA can force 7. I had to throw it in there, you know. Guys. Great opportunity. Good, perfect time to score a goal. Come on, SDA.
This is United Rogue. This is what we do here. Now... Crowterra trying to get the ball out. We'll be able to get a 50. Will Platypus be able to control this one? Not quite. 50 seconds left. San Diego's season on the line. This one bouncing center.
With a
shot here. Olacho puts a shot down. Nobody's there.
Too wide.
The opportunity going by the wayside. Will that be the last
one?
Wait, there it is. No, it won't. Won't be able to get it either.
A chance.
San Diego crumbling in the biggest opportunities.
Oh man. There's so many opportunities. See if they can finally get something here, maybe with a little bit of pressure. Not a great touch on the.
What a
And
great
there it is.
shot! Jonah, showing why they got here. 3-3, 0-0 game. If you really think about it.
SDA showing the haters wrong. Game 6, they don't care. Down 3, they made the comeback. Let's not even go to OT, SDA. Let's not even go to OT. Come on.
I don't know if my voice can handle OT. Oh my gosh. This has been an amazing series.
Yeah,
so
no, it's
far.
been
We've
a
had
lot of fun to
everything.
watch.
We've had the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights. We've had the disconnects, the reconnects, the people playing on hotspots to be able to make this series happen. And the ball will stay up. Jonah,
Still got a chance. Jonah with a double in the corner, but still a chance. Wait. Oh, the save
man.
on the goal line. Shadow's defense this series, I must say, has been stellar. And that's an understatement. Most certainly. And here, SFK, can they end it?
Past the shadows. Shot.
Oh, the save.
There. Oh, man. Why are you doing this to me? I can't handle it. Oh, Jonah there. Oh, man.
This has just been an insane series so far, and they've shown why they are in the grand finals. SFK with a chance. Is it? That's it!
Oh, man. Tragic upset with the game of with the goal of the finals. Game 4 for Santa Fe. Game 6, the game's over. Santa Fe Kings are the kings of Fettuccine League.
That was insane. What an ending to that. Another overtime. I feel blessed to have an opportunity to sit here and watch that and be involved in this. That was just an amazing series. 2 solid teams. Was hoping for the 7, of course, right? You always hope for the 7. When you're on that side, no, I wouldn't.
The 7.
That's, you know what, you're probably right. I'm most likely not going to at all tomorrow or the rest of the night. Yeah, exactly what you said.
My advice to anybody shouting as much as us: a spoonful of honey with some cinnamon on it. That's the hillbilly advice.
Ooh, wait a minute. That sounds nice.
And don't drink water right after it. Let it sit in your throat.
Ooh, okay. Now that sounds good. I might have
to. That being said,
pick up on that.
Santa Fe winning game number 6, 4-3, winning the series 4-2, proving they are the top team in Fettuccine League as seen throughout the league. San Diego really gave him a good shot, just couldn't quite string it together towards the end. And Santa Fe Kings are your Fettuccine League champions for season 18 of United Road.
Yeah, SFK getting it done when it matters most, having the strongest season, proving to Fettuccine that they are the best team, and getting that dub done. Game 6 overtime, very solid series, a lot of fun to watch, and just all around. Thanks to the players, and congrats to SFK on their comeback season from last season to get back here, but get it done.
Congratulations to Santa Fe. San Diego, it was a heck of a run. You guys had an immense playoff run. You guys made your presence known, especially in this grand finals. I have pity for the internet issues that we did see. But that being said, you were able to come back. You were able to play. And it is a Santa Fe victory at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely some ups and downs in that series. And just happy to see, it all come together and still be a very competitive and fun match. And all the players for really not, at least on our end at all, really showcasing maybe fatigue or distress related to all the challenges that got him. Just all around, again, very fun, very good series, great teams, solid season, and congrats again to SFK for winning that championship.
Well, who's your grand finals MVP before we go? I'm not saying this is the grand finals. Who's your MVP of the grand finals?
Honestly, if we were passing out awards as if it was RLCS, I'd be going MVP Crowdterra, but I would have to give a defensive MVP to Shadows. I'd have to do it because without Shadows on the back, and that really was. I didn't know Shadows had that defense. I'm not gonna be. I didn't think it was gonna be insane or terrible. I was like, it was insane. It was on the ladder, 100%. Great Great game. Just yeah, I would say Krautera MVP, defensive MVP for Shadow.
That being said, we are going to close this one out here, folks. This has been an excellent series. Another great season in the books for United Rogue. Santa Fe Kings, once again, your United Rogue Fettuccine League champions. I am Lockwell and Wilson. I'm joined by Skinny Legend. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Give us one more word before you go. Tell us bye.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And good night, United Rogue. Until next time, and we'll catch you in, I'm assuming, some of the other grand finals. Because we're only on Tuesday of grand final. So we should have some more. Stay tuned for those live streams. And again, thanks for watching. Everybody have a great night.
Drive safe, everybody.